Let's kick.
Hello, welcome back to the third episode of The Escape. It's looking a little different than how you guys saw me the first two episodes because I wanted to try something different. I wanted an element of surprise and just randomness just to spice it up. I know I didn't do any promo for this episode, but that's okay. I'm going to record it and I'm going to post it on my page. But this episode, we are getting into a few topics. This episode is going to be called Entanglement because we're talking about relationships and getting all entangled into them. It's not all going to be about, sex or Jada and all this stuff. It's not going to be nothing about that. It's really going to be like just being entangled with people and how you react to those relationships. But before I get into those before I get into those questions, not those episodes, I'm thinking forward. Before I get into those questions, I have to invite my guest host, which is a friend of mine that I'm learning and getting to know and really enjoy their company. So I'm going to invite them on here so they can give their different perspective, which was what I really wanted, was somebody that was completely different than me, completely left field. Somebody you'd be like, what? But also let other people know that they are welcome to this space as well. I don't want people to feel like it's only meant for certain types of people. With that being said, I am going to invite my good friend Nick. So now, in the meantime, in between time, I really hope you guys had a good day and that you guys are ready for this episode. So the first question that we're going to get into while we wait for them to join us. Oh, perfect. I literally talked you up. I was like, while we wait, I'm going to get into the first question. So this is Nick.
Hi, everyone.
Yes. I'm so glad to have you. So I'm glad you're here. If you want, you can tell them a little bit about yourself or some fun facts so they can get to know you a little bit. That'd be cool.
So yeah, a lot of relationships and a lot of them are bad situations, but sometimes you get the best advice out of those bad situations.
Nick is having a conversation based on what we were talking about already. So we've been talking. So Nick, I need you to pause that. Good Jim. We want to know who you are, what you're about, maybe like what's your name, 2 facts and 1 lie.
Okay. I'm Nick. 2 facts and 1 lie.
Yeah, give me something.
I was born in Russia.
Okay.
I've been to Hawaii. And Nightmare on Elm Street is my favorite movie.
Okay, and I'm going to choose the lie that the second one.
Yes.
I feel like you have been born in Russia, and I can see you really liking that movie. So,
Obsessed
and I didn't
with
really
horror
remember
movies.
what the second one was, so that's why I chose
Hawaii.
Okay.
I have never been to Hawaii.
I was like, I don't even remember what the second one was, so we're gonna go with that. I guess I'll go. My name is Mariah. For some people that are getting on here who have not known me yet, I'm the youngest of 8. I'm looking for some things. I like to take shots early in the morning, and I have my associate's degree. What's the lie, Nick?
Oof. I want to say the middle one.
You're right.
Yeah.
I should have never followed your format.
I know you're responsible.
I made it too easy. All right, bet. So now we got to know each other. Some people on my side got to know you and vice versa. The first question, and this is what Nick came in hot fire trying to talk about. No, it's good. I like the enthusiasm. So first question of advice. My partner forgot my birthday. What would you do? So Nick, since you went already, go for it. Tell me, what would you do?
Don't sweat the small stuff. I think everyone's just floating, no one exists on purpose. You're going to be in hundreds more relationships. This is if you're in one right now, it's probably not the final one. I'm just saying, like, I've been in so many. I feel like just keep going with it, you know, have fun. But yeah, don't sweat the small stuff. And if you're early in the relationship, definitely don't sweat it because it will progress. And if it progresses negatively, then you know how to get out.
That's actually good advice. I'm excited to hear that, actually.
Yeah.
Everybody was like, oh, God, what is Nick going to say? Remember? So you give good advice. We're going to show them this. I also agree. You know, I don't think you should sweat it. And the reason why is like this year has been really hard in my relationship in the sense of like we're moving, we're trying to get financially stable. And like I'm looking around and I'm blessed to see that everything I prayed for last year is coming to fruition. But like, our anniversary, we didn't really have any tangible gifts to give to each other. We got to travel, so that was something.
Oh, yeah.
And like this year during Christmas, we're just doing little things that he knows I like. Like he doesn't celebrate Christmas, but he got me a Christmas tree, and I'm like, oh.
That is sweet.
No, it's not. Don't do that. This is why I don't show you that side. It's disgusting. And then, like, you know, our birthdays are coming up next year. So we're like, okay, this is what we really want to do. But if we can't do that, the backup plan is like, I really want to go to this restaurant. So it's not like always about the present. I think it's really about knowing the partner. And if we are lacking in something, like, it's okay to make it up in other ways. Like, there's other acts of kindness or compassion to show that outside of getting me a nice bracelet and stuff like that. So, yeah.
My brother took me to Vegas instead of getting a gift, which is really nice because sometimes the experiences are better.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can't get that back. Even if you took a picture of it, please. Right. So, yes, don't sweat them. Leave them alone. They could be trying. Ask questions. They could be trying. They could be broke or something. I mean, they could have made a card, but whatever. Like, figure it out. So we started off light. Let's get a little dark.
Yeah.
Third question. The person I'm talking to seems only interested in me when we're having the sex. Yeah, I said it, the sex. You want me to go first or you want to go first?
I can go first. I kind of summed up some things.
Okay.
Don't ignore your own red flags. Everyone's got different red flags. Everyone perceives everyone.
Oh, it's buffering because it sounds
great,
really
but
good.
If it's not, you know, I think there's stuff to look into there.
Facts. You buffered a little bit, and I'm sad about it. So can you say it over?
Oh yeah. Don't ignore your red flags. If it's really about the sex, to me, and I know everyone's red flag is different, but that's a red flag for me because I had a situation where it was drugs, and every time we weren't doing things, you know, it was so awkward. We didn't really know how to talk to each other unless we were like drinking or smoking. So that was know your red flags. Don't ignore them.
Facts. That's scary. That's scary to me though, to be like, oh, I'm only interested in you when this is happening because like it's not like maintainable. Like
no, it's not.
Even if it wasn't sex, even if it was like I only like you when you make me laugh, or I only like you when, like nobody can only be one thing, and so to limit the relationship to something so one-dimensional means like I guess like I feel like you don't have the perspective to think of it being anything more than what it is. So I mean, it all sums it up to be like if you really, to what you're saying, if you really want to be like go the distance, I don't think this person is it because I don't think they can think about you as anything other than, you know, a jump off. Like if I'm gonna go like with it, am I going off with it? And that's and of course I think everybody is way more than that unless that's what they want. Like if that is your optimal person, I'll say enjoy your best life because it's really hard for me to make people feel bad about stuff that they're happy about. But to me, there's more. You're more. But yes. Oh, that's a good way.
Know your value.
Know your value. We're dropping a lot of hashtags tonight. You have anything else you want to add to these topics?
No, I think that's that might be it.
Yes. And Nick has to leave me a little early today, but that's okay because we can plan another live or another episode and we can come up with topics together for something else. But I'm going to continue with one last topic, one last question with you guys. And like I said, it's okay if you missed the beginning. I'm going to edit this a little bit, put my intro onto it, and then
Oh
post
yeah.
tonight. So look for it. I'll tag Nick as well. And if you want, we can continue the conversation going in the comments. So do not be afraid to say something, even if it is against what we said, right?
Right. Speak your mind. Speak your truth.
Yes, yes, challenge us. But Nick, you're free to do your thing. And if you guys want to stay on with me, I know for me, the third question is, which one I'm gonna pick? So people be sending this in random. That's another thing. If you have a question, please send it in randomly. You can DM me. You can DM Nick now, I guess. Uh,
Yes, I want to
and
hear this. I want to hear this.
the third question is, I'm in love with two people. What do I do? Another kind of, I'm,
Curveball.
I'm on the edge because I feel like there's different types of love, but I don't feel like you can have the same type of love multiple times. I think that makes sense in what I'm saying. Like, I feel like you can fall in love with different people, but I feel like the love is always going to be different because everybody is different and it's going to bring in its own elements of, and they're always going to be competing with each other. One can't be more than the other because one minute this person's doing right by me and then this person's doing better. So I just feel like for me, I don't like the tug of war in love. I like to be completely like projected into that one person. It's a little, that's the Aquarius in me. I don't like to feel ripped. It makes me scream. I already have moments of like like on the inside. So
Mhm.
I don't need to recreate that on the outside. So for me, like I would say find a way to say either this person or that person, or find a way to, if they are into the poly, fine. But I feel like if neither one does it for you, then maybe neither one of them are it. We have like layers of opportunity here. I don't know. This is a complicated question, and I'm glad that they asked, but I can't really say that for you. I can't really say right or wrong. All I can do is say how I would feel in that situation.
What was the
But
question?
over time,
It's if
it
you
was
love two people at like the same time?
yeah, like I'm in love with two people. What do I do? And I don't know if they're saying that like as a good thing or if they're trying to like break up with one. It was just like, what do I do? And I'm like, heck if I
I
know. What's up?
back in high school, I did this. You date both people, you be completely honest, and you just tell both people, I'm having trouble. I'm in high school. My hormones are raging. I'm gonna date two people at once, and one of you is gonna get the boot.
What if
That's what
they're
I did.
grown? What if
And
they're grown? What if I started dating you, Nick, and I fell in love with you, and then I was like, oh, but now I'm in love with this person. What if it's
me,
like that?
again, for me, my whole vibe is just keep floating. Again, hundreds more relationships. So I would literally just be like, I loved our time together, but I understand it. Bye. Even though I'm obsessed with this girl from like a long time ago. But
Mm.
yeah.
But you allow people to flow
Yeah.
in and out.
Yes. So
Fair.
I guess that's part of it. You have to have like that whole channel open. Like, yeah, they could leave at any minute. They could be like, yep, I'm in love with someone else. Bye.
They have,
So
because we don't own anybody. I mean, that's the
I
reality of it. And I'm working on like not owning but holding, like I'm holding this for you, but I don't own it for you. It's similar to like if you gave me something, like here, hold this. In my mind, I'm not gonna think, oh, when he comes back to get it, I'm gonna be like, no, it's mine. You can't go anywhere. I'm the only one for you. You won't ever find anything better than this. Talking to the object, obviously.
yeah.
I would give it back,
Mhm.
and I understand. I just I don't know. I feel like I'm a deep lover, and I can't do the two at a time. Like I would let the person go if they told me that they love someone else, and it would hurt. But for me, like if I was the person in the middle of it, I don't know if I could do it.
For me, I also saw it as like a learning experience just to get two different perspectives. But
Facts.
it did get a little crazy when other kids were like, I thought I saw him at the movies with her last night, or I thought I saw him with at the football game with him last night. So
Oh my God. And that's another
don't do it in high
thing.
school. Wait
Like,
till you're out of college when you can just travel to two
okay.
different cities.
Well, no, regardless, let's make some universal rules. I feel like the universal rule is one, be honest with all parties involved so that they can choose whether or not this is something for them. I feel like, yes, it's fair to figure yourself out, but and you don't have to tell them right away that you're trying to figure yourself out, but at some point I think you should let them in on the fact that, and you did point this out, I'm tied up between both of you, like my feelings are in both places. And then from there, whatever they say, respect that. Offer whatever medium you're trying, because every relationship has like a meet in the middle, or should be, in my opinion. So if there's a compromise that you can make where it's like, okay, we can date each other, but this person can be like this, that's cool too. Like, I'm not limiting your relationships where you like, I don't want to come off like you only have to date one person at a time. I only date one person at a time. If I'm and by dating, I mean like I'm in a relationship with this person. When I was
Right,
dating,
right.
like not tied or tethered to anybody, I never said that, yes, I'm having a monogamous relationship with you. I did talk to multiple people. And the relationships were on different levels based on where I felt like that person belonged in my life, not the other people. You know what I mean? Some
Right.
women be
Oh,
like,
I see.
oh, this person has this much money. And it's not based on them. It was based on where I felt like you fit in my life. And that was the tiers.
Right.
So, date around. I agree with you, Nick. Do your thing. But just respect other people who have feelings involved in the situation,
Retweet.
So those were my topics, and Nick ended up staying around for the next question. Yay.
I had to.
And I love that. So like I said, please look out for this episode between tonight and tomorrow. I'm going to post it. I'm going to tag you, Nick. You can repost it on your page so your followers can enjoy your feedbacks to them. Please give us some feedback on the video or any topics that you're interested in discussing. I want to do this every Tuesday, but Tuesday kind of fell through. But next Tuesday, I'll be back on time, better than ever, at 8 p.m. with the next episode. So I hope to see you guys soon. Nick, I'll see you later.
See ya.
Enjoy dinner.
Thank you. Enjoy whatever you got going later.
And we're exiting out. Thank you guys.
Bye.
Got the kick.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also, check out last week's video. See you soon.